How you doing today?
We on?
We are basically on. I'm getting going here. Yes, we are live already. Welcome in to the Landon Tangwall Show here, post-game show at the Student Bookstore, downtown State College. I am here, as always, with the big Keith Goon Conlin. We are here every Sunday morning, 10 a.m. after home games. We are good. All right, Goon.
Is that better?
How you doing today, man?
We on? We good to go? We ready to rock and roll?
We're on. We are on here.
Well, all right. How you doing, boy?
Good. How you doing? How was your Saturday tailgating experience there for you?
It was different with the injuries and walking with the walker and all. I started off, I was like, all right, we're good. We're ready to rock and roll. I had my tailgate guys are great guys, so they had it all set up. My little sister was in town with one of her friend and her boyfriend, so they helped out. And I had a lot of people helping me, but we had a good one, real good one.
Yeah,
great weather.
What was on the menu there for you guys?
I started off with obviously the game day bacon from Nittany Meats.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that the bacon's cut like a nickel thick.
Yeah.
It's like you put it on a sandwich on one. It's like amazing. I got the old hash browns from Aldi's, the local ground sausage from a local butcher. Actually, I bought a pig last year as well as I bought a cow. So we had some burgers. We had the Philadelphia pork roll on there, and some sausage sandwiches and stuff like that throughout the day. The usual wieners, burgers.
That's good.
Good time.
You can't expect
the Modelo sponsored Goon Tailgate.
Did you get that? So is that sponsored by Modelo as well?
Yeah, everybody sugar Modelo out there. So we had about a dozen limes up out there.
Well, I was going to say a dozen limes, but how many Modelos were going down?
6 cases went through yesterday.
That's 12. So 6 times 12 there, Magoon. What's that? Come on. Your history guy, right?
The case is 24, right?
What? I thought it was 12.
Oh, my God.
You're talking
this
to
is
a
old
guy.
school, new school right here.
Once again.
This is the difference. What constitute a case? Because I'm not lying to you. I had an event here a couple of years ago, and I said, give me 4 or 5 cases of High Noon. And they bought High Noon 4-packs.
Oh, that's crazy.
And they said, that's a case.
4-pack's not a case.
In essence, it is a case, though. It comes in its own little package, so that it is a case. So you see where your generation is confused by this. But a case of beer is 24 or a 30-pack.
All right. Tron agrees with you in the chat. He says a case is definitely 24.
24 to 30.
I'm not going to pretend.
The regular 36. I think PBR has a 99-pack now.
Well, that'd be good for your tailgate.
That would be fantastic.
So you guys you said you went six cases of 24.
6 cases, 24. 120, 148, 144.
144? That's impressive. Good job by the tailgate. I'll tell you what, that's awesome. I
had 98 myself. Let's not kid ourselves here. Let's not give the tailgate too much mention. I'm the one who had 98 of them, so I had to take one. I had to take it for the team. Let's just say that.
That is great. That is great.
It was fantastic. It was good to be out there. Beautiful weather. Looking forward to it next week. I got my Philadelphia people coming in with the Villanova. I have a lot of people coming in. That'll be a real good tailgate. Real good tailgate.
There you go.
That'll be a 10. That'll be a 10 caser, I think.
A 10 caser. Yeah. How many cases do you think we went through last year? The Illinois tailgate when the '94 team. you got Kerry Collins. You got Kyle Brady. You got everybody there.
You love that tailgate.
I think about
you
that
never
tailgate.
saw anything like it.
I was walking around. There were so many Penn State legends there, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is awesome.
I believe there was over a dozen physical All-Americans.
How many? We had some Hall of Famers.
You had NFL All-Pro guys in Marco and Jeff Hardings and Kerry Collins. You had OJ, but he's pre-94, but you had Kijana there. Our whole offense was there. Kyle Brady, my whole offensive line, Andre, Bucky, Jeff Hardings, Marco Rivera, myself.
It's great.
The whole '94 offense at least was at that tailgate.
I'll tell you right now.
Bobby Ingram was not. He's coaching in the college ranks, so.
Who's that?
Bobby Ingram.
Yeah, Bobby is.
He was the OC for Wisconsin a few years ago.
And then he did some stuff with the Ravens, I think?
Now he's back with the Ravens. He's with the Bears. He's with the Redskins. I believe he's with the Redskins now. I don't know specifically.
Yeah. You guys got a good time. I think if we put our offensive line up against your offensive line as far as Bears, I don't think it's coming close. Like I said, we're not a big party offensive line group at all, man. You guys did it differently. We talked about it. We always talk old school, new school. You guys were the ones that you said you had to make sure you guys didn't party during the week. I'm like,
we would not. That was the thing.
I'm sure it was a thing at one time, though.
In like the early '90s, the '92 team, this is where the whole 94 offense and whole experience comes through. Because of the bad experience we had in 1992, we had great players. They were actually, honest to God, man for man, they were probably a better team, better. They had better players there was more players in the 92 team than there was in the 94 team.
Really? You think so?
There were some studs out there, but that was the year that we were in flux. We joined the Big Ten. We were not part of the Big Ten for a 3-year window. We were still independent, and then in 1992, when we were joining the Big Ten in 93, we weren't eligible for any bowls because the Big Ten was not allowing us into a bowl. We had to go to a off-site different bowl than part of the bowl coalition. It was just like we were just hanging out there. So this is not. So in 1992, the Blockbuster Bowl, which I turned into, I don't know what it is.
That was, I think,
we
had
played there in '90, huh?
Didn't that turn into the Outback Bowl or something?
No. The Outback Bowl is what?
What was that?
The first game.
Yeah,
on
about
Saturday. The one in Tampa.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, I forget now.
You would know it as the Outback Bowl, right?
That's what I played in, but it's not even Outback anymore. It's like the Allegiant. It's like some insurance company bought it.
But it's the new. It's the early game. When I played it in '95, we played at the Outback Bowl. It was 11 o'clock in the morning. They called it the Hangover Bowl.
Oh no. Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
The New Year's Day.
Didn't they make you guys used to sign up for bowls? You had to be locked into a bowl before the season started.
No,
Wasn't that a thing?
What I'm talking about. So I'll finish that one. So in '92, when we were in that flux of okay, we're not in the Big Ten yet, nor were we part of any kind of bowl coalition. The Blockbuster Bowl, which we had played in 1990 and lost to Florida State in, they loved it because they had a sold-out stadium in Joe Robbie Stadium, which is now Pro Player Stadium, whatever the Miami Dolphin Stadium is. So they said, okay, well, if you guys win at least 7 games next year, you come play in the Blockbuster Bowl. So we had to win 7 games, and we were already in the Blockbuster. We couldn't play for a national title, pretty much.
That's crazy.
We could go to a national title if we were undefeated, but then, other than that, we were not invited to any of the larger bowls. So Joe signed us up for the Blockbuster Bowl in May. So we knew where we were going for our bowl game if we had won 7 games and we're not playing for a national title. So we were 5-0 for, that was the first year we were 5-0 in a row because we ended up going on a 3-year window of going 5-0 and losing Game 6 twice. That's why Michigan in '94 was so big. Gotcha. So in '92 we're 5-0. Miami comes up here, an unbelievable day, an unbelievable game, this and that, and they beat us. Michael Barrow, Jesse Armstead, all the Warren Sapp, all these guys in 1992, where they were a loaded team. Rohan Marley was Bob Marley's son, playing outside linebacker for Miami, and I never saw a faster football player in my life. But they beat us, and then it was just seemed that the '92 guys, it just they were seniors, and they started just worrying about their NFL careers, and they more so than college because the college experience was done for them bowl wise, which leads me into a nice little segue.
What you got?
I don't know if people realize how good the state of Florida is and how tough the state of Florida kids are when it comes to football.
Yeah, they got some talent down there.
I'm telling you, I don't think the memo got out to our team that Florida International was not going to come in here and bow their knee and say, "Oh, okay, you're Penn State. We're not going to play. You're going to kill us, so we're just going to," like Grambling State yesterday against Ohio State.
Yeah. Well, do you think there's a little bit of that of the guys maybe not getting all the way up for some of these early games because you come into the season and you're like, we got 3 easy games. We got a bye week 2 before Oregon. We get to kind of coast maybe that's where we're missing some of that intensity. Is that it's just we're going to win these games no matter what. And
we're going to win. We don't need to win by 100 points. It's we don't want to get guys hurt and this and that. So I hope our guys aren't playing like that. My personal opinion is they should have gone out. We should have gone out there, put 40 in the first half, and then got our starters out.
Yeah.
And here we are, scoring a late touchdown to get to 34 to make it look somewhat reasonable.
Was it 10-0 at half?
It was 10 or 13.
I think it was 10-0 because we got the blocked field goal.
What do you feel about going, keep running plays late in that game and scoring a late touchdown to make it look a little bit better than it did?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely made the score.
We should have been kneeling the ball. The book says kneel the ball.
Right.
It was a minute 20,
I mean, you look around, and I will say I was looking at a couple other games. the people that are looking to possibly, people are saying we could get shifted around on the AP.
I agree.
It's very possible.
Because it's like people didn't watch the game.
Yeah.
All they saw was 34-0.
If you see 34-0,
it looks a lot better than 27-0.
Absolutely. If you see 34-0 Penn State FIU, it doesn't look necessarily that bad.
We didn't look great.
If you actually tune into the game, maybe not that exact same feeling. But right behind us, LSU is the number 3 team in the nation.
They struggled.
They only beat Louisiana Tech 23-7, so that's not a big victory. And then Georgia's number 4. They beat Austin Peay 28-6.
Yep.
So, not huge victories there for those teams. But
man, I got go ahead, keep talking. I'll find this for you.
I wanted to talk a little bit about who I think is probably on the hot seat right now. And that was USF took down Florida yesterday. And it feels like every time that Penn State has like an early game struggle where we beat a team like Bowling Green last year, but we everybody's like, oh, what's wrong with Penn State? There's some other playoff team that just gets trounced and they lose to some team they shouldn't, and it almost feels like it makes it a little bit better coming in. So that was. I mean, a lot of people are high on USF though.
Didn't they really want to play in Florida? I mean, in Ireland a couple weeks ago.
No. So they whooped up on Boise State week 1.
That's who it was.
Yeah. And their quarterback is legit.
Good. All right, so I want to go to this point yesterday. I'm sorry. Okay, I may dabble here and there with a little sports bet here and there. You ready for this?
Okay, what you got?
How many games yesterday? I mean, I don't know how many games there are. 100, 150. I really don't know how many college football games are played. How many games do you think that the spread was 3 touchdowns or more, so 21 points or more? How many games yesterday you think that the spread was that big?
Probably. Well, there wasn't really any that good games, so I'm going to go with. This might be a bad guess. Let's go.
Give it a bad guess because give it a crazy guess because
10?
The number's insane.
10? 8?
No.
How many?
41.
Oh, that's a bad weekend of college football.
41 college football games yesterday had a spread of 21 or more.
That's crazy.
That means that's like, okay, we're not playing it. I mean, that's what, I'm watching highlights this morning, Carrie and myself are watching highlights, and, you watching them, it's like, Carrie's like, who are these teams? She's like, who is Bethune-Cookman? Who's, I've heard of Austin Peay. I've heard of these, but it's like, wow, why are they playing Ohio State? Why are they playing Miami? I mean, FIU can be put in that, FIU, FAU, you got to realize it's like, which school are we playing? You know what I mean? Because it's definitely, it's confusing with all the different levels and all the schools in Florida and stuff. But I don't know. It's just like one of those things. It's like we're going back to. Is this where college football's going?
What, just playing bad teams to start the year?
Bad teams. Out of conference, you don't want to play anybody good. You don't want to lose a game. Just park that right there.
Yeah, we just saw someone outside the student bookstore. Goon and I both looked over. If you're listening on the radio, we just looked over.
The guy's parked by ear, as my father would say.
So it's parked by ears.
Parking by ear. So when you hear your wheel hit the curb, that's when you stop and you turn it. So that's what my father used to say.
You hear something pop and then that's it. No, so I think you're right that this might be kind of the way that we are going in college football. Of teams wanting to schedule lesser.
Why would you schedule anybody good?
I don't disagree. Yeah. Why, there's really no reason to.
With the way it's set up right now, it's like there's only bad that can happen.
And you look around, and so Penn State. I mean, there is that kind of back and forth of there is the little bit of your team gets up and you get to prove something. But if you lose that game, Ohio State feels damn good right now. Maybe Texas felt like they didn't do enough to win that game against Ohio State, but still look good. I don't know. Is there a piece to that?
Let's talk about it. It's Michigan and Oklahoma last night. Both big top 20 schools. He's pulling out by ear now too over here. He just ran the same curve with the same wheel. Holy crap, bro! I hope he's on the radio. Sorry, sir.
I'll tell you what.
He's listening on 98.7. Sorry.
my car was right there. I had to make sure it didn't get clipped there.
Yeah, so it's like Michigan versus Oklahoma last night, which is a great game. But it's like Michigan lost that game, so they have a loss. So it's like, okay, well, if they lose one more game, they're probably going to be out of the playoffs type of thing. So why? I mean, going forward, I know that those games were set those games 5-10 years away. So it's like, why would you do that? Why would you even have the threat of losing an out-of-conference game when you can go through your conference and lose 2 games and still be playoff eligible?
That's great. There's certain teams that just aren't going that way at all. I mean, Ohio State for one, they got a 2-3 game series for 2-3 years with Bama coming up at the end of 2020.
When was that contract? You know what I mean?
I think that was in the early. I think they're going 2028, maybe 2029 and 2030. Maybe it sounds so weird to just say.
Yeah, so this was made like 3 or 4 years ago before we had where we're at right now.
Right.
Before the 16 team playoff,
12, 16, whatever. Yeah, we're headed for something different. Well, so the most interesting thing is we saw the SEC decide to make the change from playing 8 conference games to 9 conference games, and then on top of that, they said, hey. You also, in one of your first 3 games, you have to play a Power 4 opponent, meaning Big 12, ACC, Big 10, or SEC opponent. So that they're already saying, I think the conferences are going to do as much as they possibly can to make sure that less of these games happen of Penn State, FIU, or Grambling State versus Ohio State. So what I'm curious to see, though, is, and there's already been talks about this, as the SEC and Big 10, I think they're eventually going to break off and make a super conference. I feel like that's almost inevitable.
Yep. Well, who was going to be in charge of that?
That's still to be seen.
Multi-billion-dollar question.
Really billion-dollar question. But what they're talking about doing is if we do these automatic bids and we go to a 16-team playoff, there is going to then set into motion games of Penn State versus LSU, Georgia versus Ohio State, like early in the season. So we're going to see way more of that Ohio State versus Texas. Now, that kind of begs the question, would you rather Ohio State, Texas week 1 when neither team really knows their identity or knows how good they are and you got young quarterbacks
you got a young quarterback and then you don't know how they're going to play. Yeah.
Or would you rather see the game in week 10 and it's like marquee and it's like the top versus the top?
And it means a big thing where the loser's going to be out of the playoff.
Exactly.
You lose in week 1, you're still in there.
There's a lot less at stake. And then on top of that, if you do the SEC and Big 10 both have 4 to 5 automatic playoff bids. If you're top 5 in the conference,
that should be the way it goes.
Do you think?
We're the ones making all the. I mean, you got to look at it as a financial thing, and that is we are the ones that are bringing the money in. The ACC is not bringing a ton of money in. The SEC is. They want the Big 10 and SEC on TV. Now, don't get me wrong. I watched a lot of that. Little bit, of the Michigan State Boston College game.
Yeah, it was a crazy ending.
Great game. I felt bad for obviously Bill O'Brien's in a dear spot in my heart. But they're playing the Big 10. Good game, but those games are what should be happening.
I couldn't agree more. I'm with you there. Let's take a couple questions. I want to get back to Florida here in a second. We're going to take some.
Speaking of the Timu John Kruk comment from last week.
Yes, Timu
John Kruk. My younger sister had a complete crush on John Kruk growing up. Total crush.
Right.
She liked fat, dirty guys, I guess. I don't know what it is all about. But
something about growing up around,
The Phillies had Lenny Dykstra and Dutch Dalton, all these pretty boys and stuff like that. She liked the grimy John Kruk. So she was here yesterday, and I told her what I was called, a Timu John Kruk. And she says, Keith, that might be the greatest compliment you've ever gotten.
That's amazing.
Okay, sorry.
Now, real quick, we are at the Student Bookstore, downtown State College here. Get all your Penn State merch needs. Big Keith, Goon, Conlin, and myself will be here every Sunday morning after home games, as will the Nittany Lion mascot signing autographs here. He's quite the show when he gets down here. 11 a.m.
He flaunts. He just comes in here and he looks at me and you like, yo, there are 1,000 people outside waiting to see me.
He just pops out.
No one's looking for your fat butts.
He runs out like it's almost like a tunnel. He pops out of nowhere. We just see him. I don't know where he comes out of here, but he just runs out and then it's just
It's the ear going a little bit.
Exactly.
Flaps the tail around.
And then
women go nuts when he flaps the tail.
There you go. And then also, if you're coming by and enjoying this, if you are on the radio, you won't be able to see, but we got Katron Allen right here. His bumper sticker that's going up the steps of the Penn State Student Bookstore. He is now 8 on the all-time Penn State rushing yards list. And
this is not my weight.
but I will say, if you want an opportunity to move them up the steps, they are both chasing Evan Royster up there, who's got the number 1 spot. And so Nick is at 9, Katron's at 8, and it's going to be something to watch all season long. And we are tracking that here at the Student Bookstore. So make sure you guys come on down.
Talk about.
Yeah. All right, we got a couple questions real quick.
No. Okay, questions.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Shout out to we had a FIU fan in here. He said, darn proud of how they played, but congrats to Penn State. You guys played a great game. You think you guys going to have a great year.
I got to give it to FIU for coming here and not saying, we're playing Penn State. And that's what I scared like some of our players thought, like, as the old man used to say to us, you're not going to roll your hammocks out there and win the football game. You know, I mean, you may have some schools may come in there and like, you know, the bow and the knee and be like, okay, we're just going to take the beat and leave and this and that. Like Grambling's coach actually even said that going into the game. Says we know what we're here for.
The check.
We know what we're here
to get
for.
A beat
we're here
down
for
and
a
take
check.
a check.
So FIU here, I'm telling you, man, the state of Florida balls, and they are tough kids. They were not going to come in here. I guarantee you those kids from FIU were coming in here saying, we're going to win this freaking game.
Yeah.
And they're tough dudes, man. And they were like, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to win.
Yeah, they believed it.
They rolled it out there, and we got beat around a little bit.
Yeah, they had some confidence. They took it to us.
It was pretty good. You got to give it to the state of Florida, man. They got some good football down there.
There you go. We got a question for Gooner. Who was your favorite teammate that you ever played with? I can give you
Favorite
2 or 3 there,
teammate?
but
Bucky Greeley.
Bucky's got to be there.
Bucky is he's still known as the captain amongst our friends and groups. So there's our guy. Just an absolute legend right there. Favorite teammate. He's up there. I mean, I got a lot of dudes.
You guys had some damn quality guys.
Is Marco Rivera. So I mean, I go with that. I mean. But Jeff Hardy's one of my roommates, Andre, obviously they're an offensive lineman. Jeff Hardy, or Todd Atkins, Eric Clare were some of our other roommates.
I'll say as a young guy who dreamed of playing offensive line, it was an honor to be able to party and drink with you and Marco Rivera. And it's still, I think I still have more of that in my future. So, but I just say.
Just come on by, Bubba. We're really good at it. So can I get all right, I was thinking the other day. I was thinking like how we used to do. Like you say we did party during the week, but I mean we got after on the weekends and stuff like that. So I got to say,
wait, so you guys, real quick, I just want to be clear. The offensive line, did you guys all go to the Skeller, or was that was where the O line went?
Yeah, all the pretty boys went out to like the G-Man and the First and stuff like that. We went to the Skeller.
I used to hear that
grimy.
Like the bathrooms, and there was a drain in the middle of the floor, and like things would leak out of the bathrooms at the old Skeller.
It was about 10 o'clock when they would overflow.
10 p.m. and you get toilets overflowing.
Like good crowded night at the Skeller.
Was there a reason for that?
The back bar, well, it was like from the 1900s. So it's it wasn't really updated. So I mean, the old Skeller heads will know this. Back when there was like glass on the floor and stuff like that, you could not wear flip flops. You had to have closed shoes because there was so much glass on the floor because you're drinking and rolling rock ponies and stuff like that. So there'd be the bathroom. So if you walk in the new doggies, you guys look straight back. Well, the bathrooms were straight back, but the crowd was in the middle here. So at one point you'd see, oh, and the crowd would start partying like the Red Sea. That was because the toilets were overflowing and the drains were outside. So you'd have some pee-pee running down the middle of the bar, and that's what you was just like, okay, that's on the floor now.
You just
worked through it.
You
just didn't lay on the floor. I mean, that's just like your feet got dirty and stuff like that.
Anybody barefoot in there?
Go to the floor.
Yeah, no barefoot folks in there.
No, you can't. You had open like flip flops or open toed shoes. You didn't want that.
Oh no,
you were getting glass in your feet. So.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a heck of a place.
It was fantastic, and that's where we went. But there were times like during the off season, the first on Thursday nights were great. Not the first players. Which is now the downstairs bar.
Yeah, basement.
Yes, there was players back in the day. There was and then down the road here was the
Indigo
Crowbar.
Yes,
they had unbelievable live bands at all times.
Wait, where?
The
Chrome?
The Crowbar.
Oh, the Crowbar.
Right next to McClanahan's. I don't know what it is. Now.
Oh, I don't
Station.
Who knows?
It's the live music place now. They're trying to get the live music back that they had when we were here. So, but you'd hear some legit bands come through here.
Well, I'll tell you who has good. The First has dueling pianos. The First has great music. I don't know if you've been down there. I enjoy that.
I did not go down there to the First. Even when I was in college, never went to the First until I got out of college. And I moved back here, and there was like a Sunday night. My buddy was in the band. I'm like, oh, we'll go out there. It's just a small place, though. I can't stand.
Yeah, it is pretty tiny.
It's a very low ceiling, and it's like you feel claustrophobic in there. Good place.
We got Larry asking, hey, Keith, speaking of Bucky, what's the story behind the vanilla candle centerpiece from his wedding? Oh, no.
I'm trying to think if I remember this.
What?
The vanilla?
How does Larry know that? Was Larry at the wedding? Was he at Bucky Greeley's wedding?
Larry Willis. Hey, Keith, speaking of, I think I stole...
You stole some candles?
But I think they may have been that wedding. I don't remember, but yeah, there was.
Why do you not remember?
The candles were at the table. I remember coming home one time with a bunch of they were holding candles or flowers in there, but they were like really like good 30-ounce drinking glasses. So is that what we're talking about? Did I do that there?
I don't know, Larry. We need some more
pieces from his wedding.
We need some more clarification.
I mean, if that's on the way out of the wedding, I don't really have a recollection of that possibly.
I don't think you – do you have any recollection from that night of Bucky's wedding? Too much?
It was a good night. My date was my little brother.
Oh, well, that's fine.
So we went after it, and I bought a bottle of Irish – I bought a bottle of Irish whiskey for Bucky, and Mike Malinowski's dad was there, and he was nipping at it pretty good all night. So he was hitting at it. I was like, "This is for Bucky." He's like, He just kept on nipping it down. So
I just recently went to my first wedding ever. Weddings in general.
What? What?
Yeah, I swear.
Your first wedding?
Well, see, the thing is, all my cousins, me and my brothers are the oldest, and my brothers haven't gotten married yet. And yeah, all my friends haven't gotten married yet, so it was my first wedding. I didn't have any. All my other family members were married by the time I was born, and no wedding. So I finally went to my first wedding in Philly, and it was weddings are all right, you know.
Was it you or Sarah's?
It was Sarah's. It was
so
yeah.
You still
yeah, it
haven't
was
been
Sarah.
to a wedding.
So I haven't been to a wedding because
you still
of
haven't been invited
no.
That's insane.
We got some guys coming here soon. I don't want to put anybody out there.
No,
but
I got you. But I mean,
Devon J. Thomas. That's
I'm
coming.
Irish German from Philadelphia, so we got. My family had 8 kids in it.
Yeah, well.
And then my cousins had 7, 8 kids in their wedding, their families and stuff like that. I mean, that's your first wedding.
Goon, people aren't having as many kids anymore.
You mean your first friend's wedding? I mean, you didn't go to any family weddings or anything like that?
No, that was my first wedding, first friend's wedding, anything like that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You know how I go to weddings now? That grew up Catholic, so I wait to see if it's a Catholic ceremony, and then I'm like, I'll just go to the reception. I'm not for the hour and 15-minute ceremony anymore.
So what do you do if you go to a wedding and you get up there and they're like, oh, yeah, dry. We're dry here.
We're what?
We're dry. Dry wedding. No alcohol.
I would know this before.
So
we would definitely know this before. Because
you're going to see he's got
if you're going to do that, you have to alert your people you're inviting. Like, hey, by the way, this is going to be a dry wedding. I mean,
have you been to a dry wedding?
Who the hell has a dry wedding?
I don't. I've heard of them. Have you been to one?
No. I'd like to think I would ever go to or be invited to a dry wedding.
Yeah. I don't think that'd be good. But no, so we got some coming up, though. Like I said, shout out Devon J. Thomas. Got engaged this past summer, our former defensive tackle. That's my guy.
You're about 2 years away from married weekends, and it's like you spend more money on hotels and wedding gifts than you do on anything throughout the year.
Fall weddings. Can't do it. I mean, if any of my friends, none of my friends will do it. All my friends are football.
Fall wedding?
I mean.
They're not friends.
Well. All my friends are football players, so I don't think it'd happen anyway.
You're not having a fall wedding.
Oh, you better not.
My Lord.
There's a real problem there if you.
It's pretty funny when you talk to super fans and they're like, "Well, my daughter looked at it. It's a bye week."
The bye week.
A couple years ago, they switched the bye week around on us late in the game. And there was a couple guys who got screwed with weddings. Like, it's supposed to be a bye week that weekend.
Why do you don't even mess around with that? Fall weddings. Don't bye week nothing. I don't care. Don't do that.
Yeah, I got you. I like it, but look at the weather though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's absolutely stunning right now. But there is some the fear of some weather related issues on the
yeah, well, you do them in the early spring.
You want to have a summertime. I got married up here.
Yeah. Where'd you go, like Arboretum or something? Mountain View, there you go.
Got married.
I've seen the photos in the house.
I was married. This is, like I said, I grew up, went to Catholic school for 13 years, grew up Catholic. I've done my time. My spot in heaven is reserved. So we did not have a ceremony like that. My ceremony was actually, you went through the Mountain View, you went right past the reception hall where we were having the reception in the hall, and then we were on the deck and had our wedding right there. So you grabbed a drink before you went out to the ceremony, and the ceremony was 6 minutes long. Done by Judge Fitzgerald from the Pennsylvania State Judge, who was Craig Fitzgerald's father, the strength coach.
There you go.
So he married us. I know Mr. Fitzgerald since I was 15. So
very nice, very nice. Goon. We have one more question before I actually want to get back to Florida. I keep saying we're going to get back to it, but someone asked if you could schedule one home and home, who would you do it with if you got to pick? If you like a team you'd want to see come to State College here, and a team that you'd want to maybe get to go to that away game and go experience that you haven't experienced.
I experienced Florida State on an official visit in 1990.
Okay.
I would love for the Seminoles to come up here.
Yeah.
Really would. And you know what I want them to play here.
What's that?
It ain't an early game.
No, it's 7:30.
No. It ain't an early in the year game.
I want them to come up here late?
A Southern team to have to come up here like SMU last year. Have to play in our elements. That's one of my big things, and you've heard me talk about it and complain about it a lot. The Southern teams don't like to play it in the North, because
not at all.
But we have to go down there and play the Southern teams in the South in their weather and stuff like that. They don't like coming up here and playing in our weather. like SMU had to come up here last year in late December and play that game. I would love for an Alabama, a Florida or Miami, a Florida State, and an LSU. Come on up here. Enjoy it. One of my pet peeves is this big rivalry between Notre Dame and USC. When they play the game at USC, it's the last game of the year because the weather out there, they can play. It's a little wet. It's not cold. But when they play the game in South Bend, Indiana, the game has to be in September or October. Right. They do not play a late season game because they do not want to come and play in the cold. Well, guess what, USC? You're in the Big Ten now, buddy.
Welcome.
I hope you're ready for the cold.
They better be. They got some traveling to do this year.
Florida State, I would love it.
Okay.
And Alabama and LSU, I would absolutely love. I would love it. Texas to come up here and play a 1-1 and home. I mean,
I'd like to go down. I'd like to go down to Texas. I think that'd be fun as like a fan and get to experience that. Never went down Texas. I visited. I did the Bama. I did the Auburn as a recruit. Never went all the way to Texas. So, although Texas is beautiful, I just went for the first time.
To the state of Texas?
Months ago. No, yeah, state of Texas. Yeah, so I was right outside of San Antonio.
Love the game.
Oh my God, beautiful place. Great food too, man.
It's football.
Yeah, it's football only down there. Huge stadiums.
The food is unbelievable. What'd you have?
Oh, I had everything. Oh,
did you go chicken fried?
Oh,
Steaks?
yeah. Oh, yeah. We had some really good food there. You know what's crazy is the community I was staying in, so George Strait lived there. So he was just like in there, like see him in the sauna, like, hey, George. And it's like,
Wait, you met George Strait?
No, I didn't actually get to meet him. He was there, though. I saw him.
That's awesome.
Saw him, like, drive. He was like 2 houses over. Didn't actually get to meet him, but yeah. I thought it was pretty awesome.
It's really awesome.
But our friends that were there, they're like, yeah, every once in a while, like, we'll have him over for a drink. And I'm like, just having a drink with George Strait, like, imagine
George,
that.
what are you doing tonight?
Hey, George.
Does he sound like harmonious on the phone? Hey, what's going on? What are you doing there, baby? How you doing?
He never drops it. Never drops it. Oh, my gosh.
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Oh, man. Chris says Slippery Rock. Shout out Slippery Rock. My dad went to Slippery Rock. All right.
What about Slippery Rock? He's checking in from Slippery Rock?
Yeah, I think he's checking in. I don't know, Chris. You checking in from Slippery Rock? I don't know. It's kind of a small town, huh?
I saw Guar at the Quote. You don't know who Guar is.
Who's Guar? Is Guar a band?
Yeah. But they were like, hey, a band that dressed up in like weird costumes.
Were they like somewhat popular or just here, around here?
No, not here. They're from Richmond, Virginia, so they're a national thing. Like they're a stage presence. They're like they dress up in like as dinosaurs and like Vikings, and they have this oversized. It's amazing. This it was like a show that was like unbelievable. Like it was crazy. Guar is absolutely nuts.
All right, I'm gonna check them out on YouTube after this ends.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, I don't know. If you're not ready for it, you're gonna go. What?
What's going on?
All right. You just keep talking. I'll just get a picture of up here.
Yeah. Show me a picture of them. What I will say, Florida. So after that loss yesterday, USF, that was a heartbreaker. By the way, Grammatica. Did you see Martin Grammatica, the Automatica, his kicker, his son? What do you got? You pulling up a photo here?
I'm pulling a picture of Guar for you.
All right, let's see. Oh yeah, they look weird.
Look weird.
What are they dressed up as?
It's like their costumes and stuff, dude.
That's weird.
It's like a stage show, dude.
Do they look like it's kind of like Kiss?
It's a lot worse, like crazier than Kiss.
Oh, okay. This looks like something that people would do like nowadays. This doesn't seem like something that would happen back
like
in like the 80s
or whatever they call it.
Yeah, like like dressing up
These
as
guys were nuts. Yeah. So my buddy Tommy Canavy, who was a strength coach in the NFL and real good friend, he was like a metalhead. And he's like, hey, man, because I lived in Richmond for 5 years. He's like, hey, man, did you ever see Guar walking around on the streets? And I'm like, these guys wear these costumes out in the middle of the street? Like, this is their normal, like, dress attire? But you don't get all that. But, yeah, Guar, I'm telling you, the Crowbar had some series. Like, the band Live. Have you ever heard of the band Live from the 90s?
No.
They came up, and they got big in the mid-90s, but they started off, they were coming up here. They were from York, PA. Like, there's a lot of bands who played down there. Like, coming up bands. A lot of good metal,
interesting,
good rock and roll, heavy rock and roll type of bands were playing through there.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, we've had some people. Oh, I forget who it was. Someone was telling me the other day.
This is when musicians actually played instruments.
Yeah, now people just aren't as talented anymore.
Now they play instruments. This is how they're playing instruments, and now like, oh, did you hear the new? Atlanta Tang, well, man, it was unbelievable. He bought that beat. He bought that body. I mean, did you hear the drums? No, he had a computer, and he's sitting. That's music now.
Well,
we had dudes playing real instruments down there. It was amazing.
I'll introduce you to some new artists. I'll introduce you to Lil Uzi Vert, or
Lil Uzi, huh?
Yeah, Lil Uzi.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I've heard of him. I mean, I'm not. I do.
Have you really?
Heard, yeah, I've heard.
That's impressive. I might throw some other names at you there in a second. Goon, all right, let's talk some football for a second.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Florida. It's a tough loss.
South Florida or FIU?
No,
you mean
actual Florida. Like Florida losing to USF.
Yeah.
And Martin Grammatica's son taking that game, ending that one. Something that's interesting here. I will tell you, Florida does not look like they're in a good place because you look at their schedule after losing to USF.
Hold on.
They now go.
Did they not have the same record last year?
Were
they not struggling to open the season up?
They were. And
then they went on that 7-8 game run.
Yeah, they went on a little bit of a run here. But I'll tell you what.
I'm with you.
Let's look at their schedule after USF. They now play
LSU.
At LSU, number 3. Then they go right after that, to Miami, number 5. Then they're at home against number 7, Texas, all in a 3-week span. I think actually they have a bye week after Miami. In 4 weeks, you play 3, 5, and 13. 3, 5, and 7.
And you're 1-1 right now.
And you're 1-1.
So
and
you
then
think they got a classic overlooking
I think so.
Florida
I think so.
yesterday?
Maybe. And then let's just also add. Then they have number 19 Texas A&M. Then they get Mississippi State. Then they get number 4 Georgia. They still got Ole Miss. They still got Tennessee. They still got Florida State to play. That's a hell of a schedule. Oh my God.
Yeah,
that's not good. And I'll tell you. So I go and I wanted to look up because there was obviously talks about Billy Napier, Florida's head coach.
Again, we talked about we were looking into this last year when Napier was on the hot seat early in the season before he turned it around. Now the question is how are Florida people going to be like? Okay, we're not doing this again.
I don't think they can't be happy in Gainesville.
No.
Well, I'll tell you, they're not because I wanted to find his contract details, which we have figured out. So he signed a 7-year contract.
$8 million. There's 85,000 articles written about his.
When I looked it up, it was just
being talked about.
It was just articles this long. Everybody's making an article about his buyout. So his buyout, he's got $20 million is what a team would have to pay to take him away from. Or to fire him. They'd have to pay him out with $20 million.
I need to get one of those contracts.
Imagine you should sign one of those big ones.
Should we not have one of these contracts, like a $95 million deal, and
just try to get fired and be like, I'm on a beach, I'm just on a beach, just hanging out now with my $80 million. Who was a pro at doing that? Someone did that recently. That went somewhere and got a big old contract, got fired, and you go there and you just hang out for
the kid from the Raiders played at Clemson, the D tackle, All-American kid from Clemson.
You talking about the one that got kicked off the team
for kissing another guy? Remember that? No. He got a.
That was recently,
right? $20 million.
Yeah. Did he? He didn't get bought out. I think he just got kicked off. Did he get bought?
But he had some guaranteed money in his contract.
Oh man, good for him.
Yeah,
good for him. I'll tell you what. Well, maybe not good for him. It's not looking great for him. Yeah, they said he was a little too friendly, basically, in the locker room was the consensus there. But yeah, so $20 million, Billy Napier. But thank you once again to Florida of being that team for when Penn State can't fully take care of how we want them to beat an opponent. We have a playoff team that loses to an inferior opponent, and then it feels a little bit better. I will tell you, James Franklin, every Sunday morning puts on the screen, especially after these type of games we had against FIU, and trust me, he's going to get on the guys. They're going to watch that tape. It's going to be an experience. You're going to go through it. You're looking up at the screen, and you know which plays are coming up, and your play comes up that you just got whooped on, and you go, no, and then they start to play it, and you see yourself.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
You just like straight embarrassing?
Oh yeah, you don't like remember that feeling of like knowing your play is coming up that you just got whooped on, and you're like, dude.
Does Franklin have like 10 plays that he puts up there if guys getting whooped?
No.
And you get ridiculed by your team?
That's more when you're in the offensive meeting room.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I wasn't saying like Franklin. No, Franklin will for the most part will put up good things that in the team meeting room.
Look at this effort. Look at this. That type of thing?
Yeah. Look at the top effort. So he'll put up on the screen the teams that lost big games that they should not have lost. So you can look at, I believe, Arizona State got knocked off by Mississippi State last night. Arizona State, what were they, 12-13, somewhere around there. So that happened there. Clemson, they're down what? I think it was 15-16-0 to Troy. Clawed their way back. But they didn't look very good. Clemson was kind of outside of Penn State.
Clemson. Does that mean that LSU is that good?
I don't know. I'll tell you what.
Is that who they played? Clemson played LSU Monday night or
Tuesday, they did.
Sunday night?
And I did a little film breakdown off of that. I think CJ Spiller, shout out CJ Spiller, I think he wants to take my head off now. I think I got a call that I was essentially banned from all Clemson football games, so I'm not welcome down there in South Carolina any longer.
How about you getting loved by Notre Dame?
Yeah. Dude, I've been.
What the hell's going on with you, dude?
It's been on and off, dude. Some of the fan bases.
You're going to start blowing up and you're going to leave me, aren't you?
No, I'll always have time to come over for some NFL Red Zone, which, by the way, starts today.
Commercial.
Yeah. How about that? Red Zone having commercials.
Typical ESPN. Typical
what are we
ESPN.
doing, man?
Let's buy something and ruin it.
Are we gonna? We're gonna miss. We're gonna miss a good moment.
I've already told you our the menu for tonight. You got a little.
Yeah, throw out the menu to the people here.
You're sitting there, and you do a lot of work on Sundays and stuff like that. But you can do the work at the house if you need to. Get the NFL Red Zone going. We're making a little dinner. So my sister bought up a bunch of Corporalese rolls from Philly, Corporalese Bakery. So there's this beautiful Kaiser rolls. The Kaiser roll is just a circular roll. You got to slice it down. It's like hard on the outside, very soft on the inside. Okay. I mean, they're 3 days old and they're still super soft. It's amazing. So we're going to do it the hot roast beef. Hot roast beef, just dip in the sliced roast beef in the brown gravy.
How many people are coming over? I
got me, you, and my buddy Sammy the Bull. So
I appreciate you including me in because
Sarah coming in.
Sarah, and this was I was even going to address this.
Did she leave you? Sarah, are you here alone?
Yes. So I was going to say this. So
you're
everybody,
unattended, dude.
I'm unattended. Sarah, she was on the pregame and postgame show yesterday, and I'll tell you, we do a shot, and you'll have to try it over at Anti-Fragile. They have the Joe Paterno 409 whiskey.
I can't drink whiskey.
No,
I will not.
Bad experience.
Yeah.
I'm the same way with Pink Whitney.
What the hell's Pink Whitney? Is that a woman?
Well, I think maybe.
Know Pink Whitney
you said worst experience ever.
Yeah, I can't drink whiskey. The smell of it.
It was really?
Yeah, I can't do it.
From a certain experience?
Yeah.
From one time, it just can never happen again type thing?
Yeah, about a half again. I was 17, I got hurt, so. Yeah. I'm lucky I was walking, just to be honest.
Okay, all right. Well, mine wasn't as bad. I just remember, Pink Whitney was going down the hatchet with some other things, and then
you're not a big boozer.
No, not big at all. And that took me down, Gunnar. I'll tell you what. so no Pink Whitney. I forget where we were going there. Oh yeah. So Sarah. So we took a shot of the 409 Joe Paterno whiskey, and I was hurting yesterday during the post game show, and that was not good. Towards the end, I started to try to plug the sponsor, which was Anti-Fragile, and I couldn't get the words out. I was you can ask. Gavin was there; he saw it. It was bad. It wasn't something you wanted to see. I'll tell you what. But
actually, it's definitely something I want to see.
Maybe it was. I'm going to show you when I come over today. I'm going to show you. So I appreciate you. That's what it looked like. And so from now on,
but you're at a tailgate. Should that not be the experience?
Oh, it should.
Okay, you started at 10 o'clock this morning. Here it is, 5 o'clock at night. Here we're still tailgating here. I got right now. Yeah. Hey, that's the tailgate experience.
You got some good experience. Everybody can do a show with a couple. The blood content, alcohol level a little bit higher.
Cost me a job back in the day.
Shout out Gooner.
2012, brother.
You do that so guys like me learn, right? Isn't that what it is?
Yep, I did that. Oh, look. Oh, my God. We got to
the line. The line is already around the corner now.
There's a baby lion right now.
Baby lion.
Guy dressed up as a lion right there. You just scared the hell out of that kid.
I did. I just waved to a child, and it was he's afraid now. But listen, the Nittany Lion mascot.
I just heard the word stranger danger being screamed outside. I have no idea what you just did, Landon. Jeez,
we got problems here. Oh, no.
So, okay, you were at the tailgate. You and Sarah and this and that. So she carried you a little bit?
Yeah, no, we were all good. We had a good time, and then, but no, I was alerted, and she told me, the same thing. Your wife or your girlfriend, she tells her something. Do you actually hear it? Hopefully she's not listening, but I was not listening, so I didn't know. I wake up this morning, and I'm like, hey, what's for dinner tonight? And she's like, I don't know. I'm going to be, up in our place, our camp up in Northwest PA. I got to go handle some stuff. I'm like, what? What?
You're like, wait, I'm alone? I got to make dinner myself?
I don't have dinner. So now, here comes Keith Goon Conlin telling me that I got a place to have some red zone. I'm hearing some amazing food just in general, which I know I'm always going to get from Big Goon over here. And then, a couple Modelo's maybe, perhaps.
Oh, wow.
Maybe. What are you, aren't you, what's that? What's the Mango Cart? Is that what big Mango Cart guy?
I don't really feel like, I don't know if I'm really on the boozing today, to be honest with you. I'm not really.
It's after yesterday was a little too.
It's just like one of those things you gotta cut a little. I mean, I don't know. It's not like I'm not a big Sunday boozer.
See, Tron in the group chat, he says, I got a screenshot of your face when you took the shot yesterday. Because we were on live.
I mean, how was it? Like,
it's good. I'll tell you what, it'll get you good. It's something I'd much rather sip and enjoy. It's very well done. It's from the Steel City. It's from our guy. Oh man, it was one of Joe's first players, drawn Bob Capretto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bob's making it, and so it's not for like wholesale necessarily yet, but you can go over to Anti-Fragile and find it there.
Oh.
And you know what? Come on down, stop by the student bookstore, see the mascot. Come move Nick and K-Tron up the steps of the Penn State rushing
glory. Do they have
any
ceremony to do that or anything, or do they just do it?
Oh no, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right at the conclusion of this one. So if you want to be here and move them up the steps, come on down to the student bookstore, and then once again, you're going to hop over, go get you some morning cheesesteaks over at Anti-Fragile. It's all good over here, down here. Good.
You have the morning cheesesteak, you can ruin your Penn Steaks lunch.
There you go.
Yeah,
ESPN.
That's us. That's being you. We have our different cheesesteak joints now.
Yeah, you know what it is. You're.
And I lived with Johnny Schaefer, the guy who owns Anti-Fragile.
John Schaefer.
I lived with him for a year.
We got some.
Man.
We got some great people down here. Joe. Was Joe drink?
Did the old man drink?
Yeah, the old man drink.
Oh yeah, old granddad. Baby.
Yeah, old granddad.
That was his. That's every year.
That's what. Yeah. Okay, that's what he's called.
I will not. But there are people who I will when people do go out on his birthday, and I believe it's December 22nd or 23rd was his birthday, and then January 20th I believe is when he passed. There are people who do some old granddad shots, and I know a lot of old players will send pictures around doing a shot of old granddad for the old man.
Well, we'll do one this year then.
No,
you and me.
Absolutely not. I can't smell it.
I know.
I can't. I will do Jaeger.
Oh God.
Let me do some red wine today. I love me red wine.
All right, there you go. Red wine. We'll do some red wine. That sounds good. That sounds easy on the stomach.
Sky Devil.
Little Sky Devil wine. There we are. Gooner. Got about 15, a little under 15 minutes left. But one thing from yesterday's game.
We're commercial free again, buddy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find some commercials to put on this thing.
Well, we don't need to if we're rapping, dog.
We're just having a good time here. I'll tell you what.
We got to worry about Monday night.
Yeah.
We got anybody?
The blue-white.
I sent Rich a little message last night. Like, hey, man.
What's going on?
Monday night, blue-white player show. You in? I heard nothing back.
All right. Well, we're going to have to figure that out. It's probably just going to be Nick Dawkins again.
Well, it would be great. I love Nick Dawkins. It's so much fun having him on there.
It's so great having Nick Dawkins on every single time. No, Nick, he's probably, him as a media member is, it is fantastic.
Our jobs are done, by the way.
Yeah.
If he doesn't make the NFL, he's coming back here and just taking all of our jobs.
We're absolutely toast. But, Gooner, yesterday, something I do want to talk about. We have a punter, Gabe Wosu, who is 6'6".
He smacked one.
297, and he put all of it into that leg of his. 72-yard punt. By the way, I was pretty excited about that. I took a video of it and put it out. Pat McAfee retweeted my post. That was pretty exciting. I'm not going to lie.
Jeez Louise.
I had to throw it out there. I had to give myself a pat on the back.
I mean,
little McAfee action. He's a big,
you got shouted out by, kicked off the Clemson sites. You get shouted out by Notre Dame people, and Pat McAfee. I mean, you're on your way, dog.
I'll tell you who else is. It was on and off. I did a breakdown when Alabama got whooped down by Florida State last week. I did a little film breakdown on their offensive line. It was 50-50. I had a couple Southern guys telling me they wanted to come find my address and put me down, and then a couple people were like, "Hey, we appreciate you shining a light on some of our issues." So I don't know. Someone asked if you'd be my security.
Twitter wars? I mean, you started this?
Yeah, I'm starting big problems.
Am I getting involved in like a Biggie and Tupac incident?
Yes.
Is this I'm going to be fodder and we killed Goon.
And then your Goon's going to be in the way. It's
we killed Goon,
Ricky!
Tangwell.
And it's like, I'm like, Goon! And it's like, bop, bop, bop.
Right, and I'm on my walker and I'm trying to run away because I can't run.
And he's got his
a wheelchair. I'm wheeling out of there and I take 2 stray 45 slugs to the back. Thanks, man.
Gosh.
Thanks, bro, for getting me involved in this. I was living a happy life here in central Pennsylvania, and now you got me involved in some kind of Twitter wars.
Well, we'll figure it out. It's going to be all right. Goon.
God,
I do. I want to talk about this. This is a good.
That was a hell of a punt.
It was a hell of a punt.
You got to give special teams.
Special teams
in general.
Yes.
We block a punt yesterday.
Dom DeLuca, third one of the career.
It's unbelievable, dude. It's like, hey, we got something to do with it. He's like the guy like World War II. Like, we got a special mission we got to do here. DeLuca's like, bring me DeLuca. He just makes plays and does great things.
Call him Agent Zero.
That's a great name.
Yeah. We need to really start to make that like take off. Maybe we'll do like shirts.
He'll brand it out. There you go. See, now we're branding. Now
how
we're
much is so over on the Blue White Player Show Monday nights? Think we can get a Dom DeLuca? Is that allowed? I don't know if that's allowed.
It's on you, dog. It's on you.
I don't know. Dom's probably like 230, 225. We called it the weight
thing.
Yeah, we called it the 225 and up club to get on.
We went to 236 because Aller's 236. We said 237.
237.
No pretty boys.
Yeah, no,
I said linebackers, D-line, and we got to have Dink on. Dinkins had a touchdown yesterday.
Oh, Dinkins. And mind you, not just a touchdown. Khalil Dinkins was
a former show was on the show last year.
Yeah, he's been a guest before. Absolutely was burying people in the run game. That guy
was
lives.
doing that last year.
He's been
Remember
doing
the fake punt we ran, and then he was down there leading the lead. He smashed the guy last year.
Here we go. We're getting early spread from Villanova. Penn State minus 41.5. How you feeling? I'd take that.
After yesterday?
Well, yeah.
Well, that's the thing, is that James is going to just hammer these guys.
Gotcha.
This week to be ready. You got a bye week afterwards, so you just let it blow it out. You blow it out.
You
blow the game out. You just blow it out as a team. It's like, let's go out there, go a million miles an hour and make things happen out there.
You got to let it all.
And Villanova's going to come in here. This is like, think about this. As a Villanova, like,
you're from that area, right?
Yeah. Well, we don't talk about Villanova being from the area, so they're all out-of-town kids.
Okay.
Little rich kids from out of town. So, Spillanova is what we call it. They couldn't drink with us. So. they're all afraid to come up here because when they see all the Penn State people drink, they're like, "What is wrong with you?"
How if we cut this up? I wonder how much of the show would be equated to how much something alcohol related. Like 25%.
Sorry.
It's like a tailgate show, pretty much.
It is a tailgate. It's a post-game tailgate where actually what was on the menu and stuff like that. No, but Villanova, I mean, you gotta think about, like, those, I don't know what the hell you call it anymore, but I know it as 1AA guys. But they're now Division I, as Villanova is. So they are a Division I team here. But, I mean, this is as big a game as those guys are going to play in their lifetime, in front of 110,000 people. And that means something to come in here and, like, when they're sitting there in late December and we're playing SMU, they're like, dude, we played there. I played against that guy. I played against Dawkins. And the kid playing DN is going to sit there and say, you know what? Their tackles were really good, but I had a sack in that game. It was it's a big thing for him. It's a huge thing for guys that don't play in front of all these people, for them to come up here and, like, I don't want to say it's their Super Bowl, because I always say that like a lesser team, like a Temple, like I think Villanova is. I don't know if are they that high in the Division I level right now to be considered like a better than a Temple, but this is their Super Bowl. This is for them to come in here and they can shock the world in, like, Appalachian State, Michigan thing. When they took down Michigan 20 years ago in 2005. So, I mean, that's what they're looking at. And it's just like this is their chance to shine. And, like, they're going to have, like, when their moms and dads and their brothers and sisters, like, dude, you're playing at Penn State. Like, they're going to be a ton of people here. Like, Florida International, that's not an easy trip for them to get here. It's a pretty easy trip for the Villanova families to get up here. So, for them to see their kid running out on the field at Penn State in front of 110,000 people, they're never going to have that experience in their life. So this is going to be a big thing for them. So, like, we better be prepared. I don't know if we were ready for Florida International yesterday, to be honest with you. I mean, scoring a late touchdown to get it to 34-0. I don't know if we were like, I don't know. I can't imagine the coaches overlooking, but the players may have been like, we got these first 3 games of bye week and then Oregon. Like, we're talking like me and you. We're talking to get through the first 3 games, go undefeated, nobody get hurt, bye week, Oregon. I hope our players aren't thinking like that. I hope our players are thinking about Villanova.
I'm going to be honest, from a standpoint of someone who was just on the team 2 years ago.
Yep.
I'd probably be thinking that way a little bit.
What, get through Villanova and you get bye week? Like, you think you're working them?
It's like coast 3 weeks, bye week, and then let's turn it on for Oregon. And so I think to a degree, and no one wants to necessarily hear that, but I'm just giving it to you from basically a player's perspective, is that's what I would have done.
I mean, it was like, we'll just go out there and like, okay, we're going to play FIU, we're going to play Villanova. We're better than them. On your worst day, we should not lose this game to Florida International or to a Villanova. But no one told Florida International that we're Penn State and we're pretty good. You don't have to worry. Like, they came in here wanting to win that game, and they were playing to win that game, and they were fighting our guys, man. And I mean, again, I hope our guys are prepared more for Villanova, because they are going to come in here. There are going to be a lot of Villanova fans, a lot more than the FIU. I mean, you don't see FIU fans. It's a hard travel and stuff like that, but Villanova's 3 hours away. Less than 3 hours. So you're going to have 25,000 fans outside that are Villanova fans.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good
some
one.
More lion groupies out there.
Yep.
Yep. There she is.
Hello. You'll clean the glass for us over here.
Squeezing the nose on the window. That's
nothing like
classic old school little kid trick right there.
It is just like picking a bigger booger, putting it on the window. Yep, absolutely. We're coming to a close here at the student bookstore downtown State College, where you should get all your Penn State.
Is this the fastest hour of the week?
Probably. You kind of just sit here. We should get to shoot the crap, talk football. There's no better way to just kind of hang out.
I agree. Trust me.
Except maybe
I love it.
We need to start a protest when we see that first commercial on Red Zone today.
We're not going to be the first people, dude. Well, you're the Twitter guy, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to start.
You want to start a Twitter war with ESPN now,
You know what's crazy? No, I don't. What's crazy is all the way back when there used to be two different Red Zones. There used to be two different.
There was the NFL Red Zone.
And then
the NFL Network, and there was the DirecTV people because they couldn't get the NFL.
Right, exactly, with Andrew Siciliano. And I remember I tweeted at Scott Hansen, and I was like, Andrew Siciliano's way better than you over on DirecTV. I kid you, I did this when I'm like 11. I think that I tried to find the tweet. I think I deleted it.
Why would you say that?
And
in what world is Scott Hansen not better than Siciliano?
I don't know.
What were you doing when you were 11? You get hit by a...
I was such a big DirecTV guy. I don't know why. And it was just so expensive for no reason. I didn't understand. My dad was paying the bills.
11.
Yeah. But he answered back. Scott Hansen at the time tweeted back and said he does a great deal of work over there. And I was like, oh, now I feel like the bad guy. Now I'm reaming this guy. And he's telling me, he does a good job.
I did a bad job raising you.
You did, Gooner.
I didn't get you till you were 21 years old. I got you at 20, I think.
I'll never forget meeting you for the first time over at Champs.
You were,
no. Oh, no, it was before that. Or maybe it wasn't
when you just got your surgery.
No, but we did it before that.
I met you with your dad.
Yeah, no, but that was no. We met at Champs before my surgery. Remember, you had me on the show at Champs early in the season, in the early 2022 season.
I thought it was after you would.
No, that was before surgery.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the first time I met you.
That's when they were grooming you as like the next guy, man.
Yeah, I was supposed to be like what the Cooper Cousins is now.
You showed up in your Letterman's jacket.
Yeah,
sweet.
I did show up in my Letterman's jacket. I was trying to flex. I was like,
What's up?
Dude, watch
out.
out.
Landon Tangwell.
Landon Tangwell, offensive lineman, Penn State.
Maryland.
Who was on the show with you? It was someone else. Some other guy was doing it at that time. Was it Hawk?
Who was hosting?
Yeah.
Hawk was our original one of our
it was
hosts.
you and Hawk. Shout out Hawk. Hawk's working. I saw him on the
sidelines.
You saw Hawk?
He's on the sidelines.
Hawk's like standing there next to Pat Kraft.
No, he's
like,
out there with his glasses on. You know, he looks like...
He thinks he's the guy.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
He's a suit now, dude.
He's a suit.
He's a suit.
Yeah.
He's Driftwood. He's the guy who we used to call Driftwood on like you get on a bowl trip and be like, you go to away games and all that stuff. You have 200 people you travel with, but then the bowl game comes, you're like, who the hell is that? And there's like 50 people in front of you, and they have all the first class seats, and all the players are crushed in the back seat. And you're like, what the hell's going on? Who's this guy? Well, that's the associate athletic director for finance and this and that. And you're like, well, how the hell do they have? Well, they weren't. Why are they on this plane?
It's
Driftwood is what we
I'll tell you what.
back in the day.
I'll tell you what.
So Hawkins Driftwood.
Hawkins is Driftwood. These guys in the chat, the Veggie Boys, fan of the shows, and I met him last week. My man, it was great to meet you. They have like 230,000 subscribers on YouTube because they do like vegetables and growing gardening things. I'm sorry if I've disrespected you at all. It's very cool, and they get a ton of views. Yeah,
we need to introduce the Veggie Boys to my guys from the Dude Network.
Yeah, I follow the Dude Network all the time.
We got beef, we got barbecue, beer, and ball, and now we have the Vegetable Boys.
Yeah, look, he's just the harvest. They're doing our biggest harvest of 2025.
Where are they located? Are they in Pennsylvania?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure he is. He was at the game last week. Yeah, Veggie Boys. Shout out you. We appreciate you guys. Gooner, we will be at the golf course tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
6 p.m. I'll tweet it out. We're going to have hopefully a Nolan Rucci, someone, at least Nick Dawkins again, probably. Who knows? I will be having my my real sit-down post-game show up here for you guys in a couple hours. And then I am going over to shoot obligatory here in a second. Oh, my God, look who it is. It is the Penn State Nittany Lion mascot.
Just flaunting out. He's just
you see what I mean?
Right now.
He just pops out of nowhere.
People outside. We got one person watching us.
The crowd goes crazy. Look at this. He's waving all the way down to like to the end of college here.
There people are at the tavern or waiting outside. That's how far the line is right now.
It's pretty spectacular here at the
Student Bookstore.
It is
God
the Nittany
bless
Lion.
him.
She's got the shirt on. See, she's got the shirt.
There you go.
We got people in Nittany Lion mascot.
What's his autograph? Just like a Paul stamp, or is he actually autographed?
I've wondered that. Does it say like Nittany Lion? Is it like
Nittany Lion, or just like a Paul?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
There you go. Good for you.
He's so like,
Veggie boys.
He's the man.
Hey,
ugly. I love him.
it is. He is
You talking about
amazing.
me? You said it's so ugly. I love him. I was like, you talking about me or the lion?
Yes, that's good. Gooner, it is 11. Like I said, I will have my sit-down post-game up here in a couple hours for you guys if you want all the info on the game and all that stuff. Me and Goon, we sit here, we have a good time. We talk around all things college football, old
Follow
school,
us
new
on Twitter
school.
today to find out what you're eating.
There you go. I'm going to post it. Whatever Goon, when I go over to Goon's
Miss
house
Carrie
later.
is cooking.
Well, yeah, Miss Carrie. Absolutely. I'm excited. Beer, probably not. Food, yes. Red zone, yes. Commercials, unfortunately, yes.
Good games today, too. Even good games today, too, with the Ravens and the Bills.
If Aaron Rodgers, I'm going to probably be at your house all night then.
That's fine.
All right, cool. That sounds good.
If Aaron Rodgers, I mean, I hate how the NFL is set up right now.
I hate.
It was surprisingly they're playing the New York Jets and they switched quarterbacks. I hope Justin Fields throws for 6 touchdowns on the
Don't you
Steelers
say
today.
that. Don't you say that. You're such a Steelers hater. I'm fed up, Goon.
I don't hate the Steelers. I hate Steeler fans.
All right. No, okay.
It's you.
Yeah.
You hate Eagle
I'm
fans.
Probably, I'm
We're
such
the
a.
worst,
I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Basically, I'm outside Annapolis, Maryland, but right outside.
Don't
So
say
where the
Baltimore,
Ravens
from
are.
Annapolis.
From Annapolis, but I'm saying the Ravens, Baltimore, Maryland, and I'm a diehard Steelers fan, and I associate with Yins. I love going. I've been to both cities. I go to both cities a lot. Me and Sarah and I have friends in both cities. I prefer Pittsburgh over Philly, guys. I'm sorry, don't unsubscribe for that one. Great food in Philly.
Prefer Pittsburgh guys over Philly guys?
No.
You just said that.
No. I said guys. I prefer Pittsburgh over Philly. I know I'm getting a lot of angry people. I just kind of like it more. I don't know.
The people?
No, I'm not saying the people. I'm not putting people down at all. I'm just saying I just like the vibe a little bit more. I went to Kennywood like 4 times this summer. We got our little Italian spot downtown that I like. I'm more of a Pittsburgh guy than a Philly guy, man.
What have you been to Philly? This I
A
have to
couple
ask you.
times, yeah.
Who were you with?
I was with Sarah.
Okay, were you 21?
One of the times, yeah.
Okay.
I'm all right. We're gonna go to Philly with Goon. We should we'll do a little vlog. And
I'll give you one day. We're gonna gain 12 pounds each,
Okay.
and we'll just eat.
All right. Let's do it.
And what is Pittsburgh cuisine?
I would say there's definitely a lot of Italians. That's probably a big one.
They're from Italy. We have those in Philadelphia
Yeah, you
also.
have those too, but
We have Italians in Philadelphia.
There's
Italian
a little
food
bit of
too.
everything. It's probably it's all good, man.
Okay. I'm just
it's
saying.
all good.
What is their cuisine? What is Pittsburgh cuisine? Is it just fries and slaw on a sandwich?
Oh, don't no. We're not
asking you.
gonna generalize P-mans
Give me
like
Pittsburgh
that.
cuisine. I'll give you like some people would say that like the Polish and Eastern European with the kibasi and the wraps and the cabbage wraps, stuffed cabbages and stuff like that.
Right.
Like halushki and stuff like that. The Polish stuff. Yeah, but
that's
we have
big.
all that stuff in Philadelphia also.
I know you guys have there's
You got
food everywhere.
cheesesteaks,
Everywhere's diverse.
See, I will always go back to the Nick's roast pork broccoli rabe sandwich. It was the most underappreciated sandwich in the history of this world. It's better than a Philadelphia cheesesteak.
All right. I'm going to check it out.
The
Goon,
Nick's roast pork.
Goon is going to,
Wet.
someone said pierogies. Yeah, that's definitely one. But Goon's going to go feed me. We're going to go hang out, watch Red Zone. Like I said, we'll have post-game show up for you guys in a couple hours. Love you. Appreciate you. Come on down to the Student Bookstore downtown, State College, to get all your merch needs. We will be here again next Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Goon. Thank you so much.
One more time.